Kamaljeet is getting us more details on that story. You heard from farmer leader right now, Sarwan Singh Pandher, on what they really expect from the government. Kamal, the government has reached out once again and will put that out for our viewers also again. Arjun Munda has said that we are willing to talk. Do not get misled by the opposition is what has been said by the government. Are the farmers willing to talk?
Well, talks is the only way out, but there seems to be a mixed sort of a feeling because we are speaking to several farmers. They said that they're not very keen to talk to the government till they talk about the MSP. Several other farmer leaders were saying that talks is the only way out, and we do not want to give an impression that we are going away from talks. That is why round one, round two happened. But whether there's going to be consensus on that, the leaders now really need to decide. Because one thing is that Shambhu border could be the new Singhu for that matter, because the forces deployed are so massive in number, the confrontation is so high that these farmers are now obviously at a point where there seems to be no movement forward. Now, if that is breached, perhaps the farmers would have a straight way towards Delhi. But meanwhile, what it seems is that when there is a hardened stance, whether it's the government, and at this point of time, we know there is a overreach being done, despite the forces being put, despite farmer accounts being suspended, there has been obviously an overture being made by the government that you must come for talks on the table. But meanwhile, it seems that there are several, especially the younger farmers that we've been speaking to, who are not very, very sure whether there is going to be a way out with talks, because they say we've given enough opportunities 2 years ago. We've come back on the table again for talks, but it's not been fruitful so far. So this is obviously, as they say, also a perception battle to take the entire army of farmers together to ensure that they have one stance. So clearly, there is going to be a challenge, but I do not see any other way. There has to be a talks and there has to be an offer, and perhaps a middle path is what something is going to be looked at. The government was seeking that there has to be a committee which has to be formed. They will go into the prices. But this is the time which the farmers are not willing to give concession to the government, saying you've run out of time, that we continue to sit on protest.
That's right. Kamal, I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us those details and putting that into perspective. Now, my colleague Arvind Ojha has sent us this report from the Shambhu border that continues to be the most tense of all the places. Let's take a look.
समझ में आता है कि जो बड़ी संख्या में किसान है वो अब यहाँ पर जमा हो गए। ये जो फ्लाईओवर है, ये फ्लाईओवर जब खत्म होता है तो सामने की तरफ शंभू बॉर्डर, यानी शंभू बॉर्डर क्रॉस करते हैं तो हरियाणा पड़ जाता है। लेकिन तस्वीरें साफ दिखाई दे रही हैं जिससे ये अंदाजा लगाया सकता है तो धीरे धीरे जो किसानों की संख्या है वो बढ़ती चली जा रही है और बीच बीच में लंगर आ रहा है। इन सब के बीच जो हरियाणा बॉर्डर पर हरियाणा पुलिस है, उसके अलावा जो अर्धसैनिक बल के जवान है, वो किसी भी कीमत पर किसानों को आगे बढ़ने नहीं देना चाहते। इन सब के बीच किसानों की क्या तैयारी है, जरा हम ये तैयारी आपको दिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं। जरा देखिए, ये इस तरह का ट्रैक्टर है, ये बाकायदा ट्रॉली है और इस ट्रॉली में पीछे की तरफ पूरा सामान रखा हुआ है। जरा ये देखिए आप, इसमें बाकायदा ये गैस है, गैस के अलावा ये पूरा ड्रम है, ये बर्तन है। बर्तन आप देखकर, ये जो तमाम सामान है इसको देखकर आप ये अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि तैयारी पूरी है। और एक किसान से हमने बात की, 6 महीने से 1 साल का पूरा राशन है, इसमें राशन पानी सब है ना। तो देखिए इसमें पूरा राशन पानी है, यानी किसानों की पूरी तैयारी। और इस तैयारी के साथ ये जो प्रोटेस्टर हैं वो निकले हुए हैं, दिल्ली कूच करना चाहते हैं। हालांकि हरियाणा पुलिस बीच में अड़ी हुई है कि वो किसी भी कीमत पर हरियाणा बॉर्डर के अंदर एंट्री नहीं होने देंगे और अगर किसी तरह से हरियाणा बॉर्डर क्रॉस करते हैं तो दिल्ली पुलिस मुस्तैद है हर बॉर्डर पर। वो अड़ी हुई है कि किसी भी कीमत पर किसानों को दिल्ली में एंट्री नहीं दी जाएगी। इन सबके बीच ये तस्वीर दिखाती है कि धीरे धीरे करके किसान बढ़ रहे हैं और मामला अब इतना आसान दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। जाहिर सी बात है क्योंकि किसानों की संख्या लगातार बढ़ती चली जा रही है। कैमरामैन अनिल जायसवाल के साथ अरविंद ओझा, सिंघू बॉर्डर।